Hello and welcome to Varietistic, and this video is going to be a comparison video. And today's I have the J7 Prime. The phone just came out of Metro PCS, and the original J7 also was available in Metro PCS, but right now Metro, they don't sell this phone, so the new phones, it will be the J7 Prime. Now we're gonna just highlight some differences between the phones in order to help you if you still one of the owner for the J7, and if you want to upgrade to the J7 Prime, or if you have another phone and you want to see which phone gonna work with you better. This video made for you. So without any further ado, let's find out. First, let's have a look on the phones itself. If you just notice, guys, that both phones 5.5 inches display, but the Samsung Galaxy Prime or the J7 Prime has a smaller body over here. So as everybody knows, 2017 is the trends for the most of the companies that they are going with a bigger screen with a small body or small bezels over here. But that's is not going to be the huge difference here. The J7 Prime just a little bit smaller than the regular J7, but smaller phone for the same size screen. I will take it. I don't have any complaint about it. By looking at the phones from the front, we're not going to be able to see a lot of huge difference. I mean, maybe a flash and the color very much from the front. A little curvy from the edges on the Samsung Galaxy Prime. The color, of course, will be different, gold, and it's not something I like. It doesn't go with my taste very much. And from the bottom here, we will be able to see that everything's identical. Audio jack, mini USB, and the microphone. The side will be volume records, that side, and we have a speaker here, and we have the power button over here. From the back, they're gonna look also different this time, and this parts only that goes off from the back, and while the J7 regular J7, the whole bag goes off. Here's the place where you can put the micro SD card. Here is going to be the micro SD card and the nano SIM card. Battery, you go on the long, and this is 3300 milliamps power battery, and this one's going to be 3000 milliamp power battery. We will talk about the battery later on in this video, but as I said, both are not premium built. Both are made out of the plastic, so these phones are still not that expensive phones anyway, so we're not going to expect to have a premium materials like aluminum or metal or glass or anything like that. Now in both phones we have very identical specification for displays and the size. We have 5.5 inches both phones, 720p, that's high definition. We don't have full HD, by the way, or for the Prime, so same resolution, and 267 for the PPI. But one will be the original Samsung, has Super AMOLED display, and one is going to be a TFT display. Now I do have the same pictures over here downloaded, and I'm just wanna try to focus on the colors. As you guys can see, the colors on the Super AMOLED is more vibrant and more vivid, and it looks completely different. If you see this in your eyes, you will see completely different color. Now I see pink. Here's the pink. It's more pinky, it's more bright, and it's more vivid than when you see it on the Prime. That's because the Super AMOLED panel, it gives better colors in general. Other than that, I'm not complaining about the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime display. Even if it's TFT, it's a very good TFT. The angle view is good, everything's great. Now one gonna tell me about Super AMOLED, it's not that good display or anything like that. Most of the flagships since 2013 from Samsung, they're using Super AMOLED panels. Everybody knows that the Super AMOLED panel is one of the best in the market, better than the IPS in my opinion, and better than the TFT. And here I'm give advantage for the original J7, that because the phone has the Super AMOLED, but I understand Samsung, they're coming from reducing the cost of the phone. Now for the internal hardware, Samsung did some improvements for the processor. They use different processors. It's going to be 7870, while we have 7580, both Exynos from Samsung. So we have the bench score over here, it will be 715 and 3651 for the multi-core, and we have 638 single core for the original J7 and 3289. Not that a huge difference though, that it's improved, yes, but it's not a huge improvements over here. So still the original J7, it's very competitive device, even with the speed test and stuff like that. You guys can look to my channel for that video that I have done already on the speed test between these two phones. But overall, not a huge difference in the internal hardware except the processor. 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, and just faster processor, and both are going to be octa-core processor, except the Prime will be 1.6 and the original Samsung J7 will be 1.5 clock speed. Now the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime has 3300 milliamps power battery and has more up-to-date operating system. This is very much the new TouchWiz from Samsung though. Samsung, when they make a new TouchWiz, they very much improve too many things: the performance, the speed, plus the battery usage. Since I have 3300 milliamps power battery, which is 300 more than the J7, of course the phone is giving me a better battery performance, and I have tested the battery performance in the J7 Prime. It's okay, it's not more than 4 hours of screen on time, while you can get easily 5 hours to 6 hours of screen on time on the Prime. So definitely the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime has improved the battery lifetime on the phone and battery in general. Now I want to be talking about features, sensors on the phones. We have gyroscope on the Samsung Galaxy Prime, and the regular J7 doesn't have the gyroscope. Gyroscope mainly for stuff or 360 content, 3D and stuff like that. You want to buy a VR case, so this sensor will be very useful for you. And you have orientation sensor as well, very much the same other sensor on the J7 Prime, but main sensor or most important one, it will be the gyroscope. Now if you guys notice here on the top there's NFC, and the J7 Prime doesn't have NFC, but at the same time Samsung, they add Smart View, where you can do a screen mirroring for a smart TV, which is you can watch content, Netflix, whatever you like, which is good features, but at the same time they don't have the NFC. So either you choose NFC or Smart View. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment below. Now for the operating system, the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime has the latest one, which is the Nougat, and regular J7 has only Marshmallow. So if you care about that operating system that much, yes, of course, it's going to be worth to upgrade because the operating system. And Samsung, they have changed very much too many things, the way the phone is going to look, especially when you go to the settings. You will see that everything has changed, just become less icons, less option. It's more organized, as you guys can see here, and plus that the Android Nougat comes with a split screen or multitask. If you guys just go to the recent, you will see that split screen button over here where you can have multi windows. How this important to you, you will decide either you want to upgrade or not, if you have the original Samsung, or if you want to just go for that one. Finally, I want to talk about the camera and what the difference is here. First thing, the front facing camera has a flash for the original J7, 5 megapixel for the front. It has a beauty mode, and we have no flash and 5 megapixels, are very much the same. But for the quality, I will give advantage for the Prime for the quality. And then for the rear camera is 13 megapixel. 13 megapixel, it's more resolution for the original J7, and the Prime has 8 megapixel camera and has the beauty mode. Either way for the front and the back. Very much the software here, it looks different. This is compatible with the new Samsung TouchWiz with the Android Nougat, so it has a different look. But in general, for like the photos I have taken in both phones, I can tell you my experience that I prefer the J7 Prime camera over the original J7. It's improved, and the aperture, it works with the low light better and all that stuff. Now generally speaking, I don't see that Samsung has improved the Samsung Galaxy Prime a lot much better than the original one. They could do full HD, they could do 32 GB storage, more RAM, USB-C, fast charge, all that stuff, but it's not happening. But that doesn't make the phone bad. This eventually that phone $149. If you have, or you still have the original J7, you're not gonna expect a lot of improvements. Maybe the battery, it's better, operating system, you have gyroscope and better camera. That's about it. If you think that is worth it for you, go ahead and upgrade. If not, don't upgrade. Either find another option or stick with whatever you have. That was very much it for that video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. As always, subscribe for more, like that video, and talk to you in the next one.